We are asking questions about wage gaps for renters to afford housing. A new report shows, on average, Ohioans need to make just over $22.50 an hour to afford a modest two-bedroom apartment. That is based on the Department of Housing and Urban Development's fair market rent, which means spending no more than 30% of your salary on rent. And joining me now from the Coalition on Homelessness and Housing in Ohio is Communications and Development Director Marcus Roth. Thank you so much for being with us here tonight.
Hey, Brooke, thanks for having me.
Yeah, when you look at this report and these very latest statistics, what stands out most to you and your team?
I would say that the biggest finding this year, and this is something we put out every year, this report, is really how much the gap between what average renters earn and the cost of rent has expanded. And especially since COVID, the last 5 years, comparing the gap, that high rent, low wage gap from 2020 to 2025, it's increased nearly 150%. So that really was eye-catching for us. I mean, it goes up every year, but seeing how much renters these days have to scrounge just to keep a roof over their head is really shocking for us.
Yeah, and looking at those statistics, obviously it's a bit of a problem for renters, and so people are going to be looking for a solution. What can people do when they're facing this?
Well, unfortunately, right now we're struggling just to hold on to what we've got as far as housing assistance goes at the federal level. Congress is considering cutting essential housing programs. So right now, I would recommend that people call their congressmen and let them know that we need, rather than cutting assistance for people that are struggling just to keep a roof over their heads, we need to talk about expanding it. So starting there, let's at least not go backwards. That's what I would say. And for folks that are really having a hard time paying the rent and in danger of getting evicted, don't wait. Talk to your landlord right now, and certainly if worst comes to worst, call 211. Get hooked up with services that are available locally in Dayton area.
Yeah, and for people who are struggling and they're looking at this thinking, okay, maybe if we just hang on for a little bit here, looking into the future, do people anticipate that the wage gaps for renters will get better or worse?
I think we anticipate it's going to keep going this way. It's going to keep getting worse unless we actually get some action from members of Congress, from state leaders, and from local leaders. It's going to take all levels of government to address the problem. And the reason is because it's gotten so much more expensive to build housing. It's no longer profitable to build housing for lower income people. So we need something that is going to be able to fill that gap. Certainly, increased wages would help, but we're also, what we really need is the different levels of government to step in and help fill that gap. So that's what it really is going to take.
Yeah, sounds like maybe resources are also being stretched thin here, but we'll put some of those numbers and websites on our website to hopefully help some people out. Marcus Roth, Communications and Development Director at the Coalition on Homelessness and Housing in Ohio. We appreciate your time tonight. Thanks so much.
Great. Thank you very much for having us.
All right.